Good evening from Quincy High School Gymnasium. This is QHS Blue Devils Volleyball, Western Big Six style. And good evening, I'm Jeff Wellman as we bring you some bonus coverage tonight as the Blue Devils, coming in 13-0 after a close one last night, will play the Pioneers from Alleman. And Alleman Catholic last night got their record to 6-6 with a 3-set victory over Sherrard. Sherrard is 13-2-1 on the season. And I'm glad you're with us tonight. And, of course, Mike Llewellyn is out. We'll try to get some updates, but they don't start at Notre Dame, Hannibal versus Notre Dame, until probably 7 o'clock. So we will probably be done here. And speaking about earlier here, we had the freshmen and the JV, both with wins. Freshmen won 25-12, 25-18, JV 25-22, and 25-10, and they both won there. And we talked about last night's matchup with Jacksonville. It went 3 sets. Jacksonville won the first 25-15. Second one, Quincy High came back 26-24 and then closed out 25-18. Coach Hickok from Jacksonville told Coach Brown that was the best match they have played all season long. So, again, everybody's got the target on your back when you are the top team, and right now moved up to number 8 in the rankings. They were number 10 at the last one. So the Devils come in 13-0, 6-0 in the conference. Alleman Pioneers 6-6 and 2-3 in the conference. We'll talk about what happened last Thursday as well as tonight in the Western Big Six and where the record's all of that. But I think we're going to have the national anthem first. We'll give a hold here and wait for the signal on the national anthem. Action around Quincy High tonight was canceled. Tennis at Hannibal was canceled due to the weather, and the soccer game against Moline at Flint Stadium will be moved to tomorrow night. That's Wednesday. And, of course, we'll talk about the other stuff that's going on in the Quincy High as we get ready here for the national anthem here. So Jeff Wellman with you here for the Blue Devil volleyball tonight. Don't worry, basketball will be coming soon enough. Oh, and excuse me there, Madeline Hamby just got an award here beforehand. She had her 500th assist last night. So congratulations to Madeline. She is a senior. Will be playing basketball as well. So congratulations, Madeline. And we're not too far from 500 kills, and that'll be coming up for Miss Luce. Here's the national anthem. And we gave you the video board there. Some nice shots of the areas all over the country there, as well as Mount Rushmore. That's in our country, by the way. As we get ready for the starting lineups here tonight, should be a great matchup. Of course, Quincy won last Thursday against Moline 2-0 at Wharton Fieldhouse. We played so well there, and not so good last night. Last night, actually, we had one of those situations where errors. And Coach and I talked about it ahead of time. Of course, we had the Jacksonville team probably playing their best match of the year. Actually, they did, their coach said. And so with that, along with a few errors that the Devils had, it was close and it went 3 sets. So as we get ready for the starting lineups here. And our starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Club 4 Volleyball. If you want to work on your new game with the next gen, which is going on for the next 8 weeks, or you want to get into traveling, get a hold of Club 4 Volleyball. And, of course, that's Club 4, F-O-U-R, VB.com. And that is our starting lineup sponsor for tonight. First, the lineup for Alleman. And they will start Megan Holke. She is a senior. Emily Polich, a senior as well. Ashley Wood is a senior. Margot Glacken is a freshman on the starting lineup. Charlotte, excuse me, the lights are out here for the starting lineup. Meskin is a sophomore. Delaney Orendorf, she is a senior. And we'll round it all off with Lillian Hennis, and she is a freshman as well. Of course, the coach for the Pioneers, Mackenzie Grafton. Also, congratulations for the one lone golfer that went to the Western Big Six for Alleman, Alexandria Thorpe. She was the lone golfer playing in the Western Big Six matchup. We're going to talk about that a little later on as well, as the Blue Devil girls got first, and the Blue Devil boys took second to Moline, and that was all yesterday. Let's go, first of all, the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Devils look this way. Number 1, Leah Knudsen. She's our junior libero and defensive specialist. Number 2, Madison Luce, a senior middle hitter. Lena Bunty, number 3, junior middle hitter. She does have a bun in her hair, and so does Luce. We joke about the hair here. Madeline Hamby, number 11, the senior setter. Alyssa Farlow, the senior outside hitter, wears 13. Number 14, Maddie Markwart, the junior outside hitter. And back in the starting lineup tonight, Jada Brown. Didn't have as good a game at Moline. Tried something different last night. Jada's back in the starting lineup, the junior middle hitter. And, of course, Kate Brown is our head coach of the Blue Devils in her 5th season, with a little asterisk in it since we had that season that she started. That was the pandemic year, and it went into the 2nd semester after Coach Hill could not make it. Other action tonight in the Western Big Six, of course, Alleman's here. Moline, Geneseo, both 4-1. They're playing for second place right now, as they are there. Galesburg is hosting Sterling, and Rocky is hosting East Moline. That's all tonight. And, of course, Thursday night, East Moline and Quincy both have a bye since we played to start the season off, and that'll wrap up the rest of the Western Big Six. Of course, Quincy leading the Western Big Six up 6-0. Moline and Geneseo at 4-1. Rocky 3-2. Alleman 2-3. 1-5 for East Moline. Sterling 1-4. And Galesburg 0-5. And we got a late start here, so I'll pop my ads in. But our pregame sponsor, by the way, is Woodmart Building Center. For your building needs, kitchen, bathroom, anything you need, stop on out. Talk to Kevin Vandeman and his crew out there at woodmartbuildingcenter.com. Got wood, too, by the way. And so check them out. We'll be talking more about them. Came in late on this one. Both the early games went 2 sets. And so we're ready to go here. Glad you're with us here. Lots of volleyball happening around. Opening serve will be Alleman. I know the numbers were some big numbers in the earlier matchups here. And actually, no, they do not have numbers on the roster. So I'm looking at the roster trying to give you who's playing. I'm going to have to check my one I pulled off. Here we go. We're back to action here. First one of the game. Quincy High. Good attack here on the first one. Maddie Markwart deep on that one. Get our camera to zoom in here early in this match. Back to the Devil side. And back to the back corner. Way to find the back corner. Markwart. 1-0 Blue Devils. There's our score. Farlow with the serve. At the net for me. Oh, good job there by Hamby. Ball goes on the far side, outside of Markwart's hands. So we are tied at 1 apiece. Back over to Alleman. Yeah, I got Alleman's roster, and it was so small, the print, and I don't wear glasses, but according to this, Izzy Snyder is in, a senior, serving. Knudsen receives to the right side. Oh, loose with the kill. Maddie getting close. I think she might be within 15 of 500. Knutson back to serve. She wears number 1. Here goes Leah to serve. Right down the line and in for the ace. Good job, Leah. 3-1 Devils early in this one tonight. Glad you're with us here. MeccaSportsCo.com. We'll tell you where we're going to be Thursday. Llewellyn and I are going to get together, and if he changes his name to McClellan, then we'll go that route too. Knutson with the serve to the back. Oh, good job up front. Knutson with the save, comes to the right side. Brown tips it over. Free ball for Alleman, but lost it over on the side. Devils with the score. 4-1 Devils. Knutson back to serve. Leah was leading the team in points off serves. I don't know if we updated those last couple times because she's been stuck on the same 34. Good job by Farlow in the back row. Off the left side, and a good hit out of play. Markward with the kill. Devils up 5-1. Good start for them. Again, we mentioned Jacksonville gave the Devils all they could handle last night. Knutson with the serve. Oh, great job on the far side to save that one. A block at the net. Comes back over to the Blue Devils. Looked like Megan Holke with the serve received on that good serve. Knutson back to serve. There's Leah with the serve. Deep on this one. Side out. We'll head back over to Alleman. Delaney Orendorf, number 17, to serve. Now for the Pioneers. Received by Markward. Oh, it was a free one there and a good one. But a better one there for Farlow. Markward keeps it in play. Farlow to the net. Free one for Alleman. But a dive over there, crossed the line. Devils get a point as they had to send it over, and it was a free one for the Pioneers. 7-2, Devils with substitutions now. Elena Moore coming in. Also, Kristen Damon. Hamby and Brown out on the rotation. So in the front row, we got Moore, Bunty, and Markward. Serving now for the Devils will be Damon. Damon serve. Alleman in play from the left side. Good block up front. Bunty was there with Moore. So glad you're with us on this tonight. Thanking our sponsors there, of course, the Woodmart Building Center for the pregame show. Also Club 4 Volleyball for our starting lineup. Oh, that was a nice one there off the left side, and that's a score there. That was Holke. Megan, of course, a basketball player, and if you remember that name, that's she's the shooter for the Pioneers. Back to the Pioneers to serve. 3 serving 8. At the net, a little too far there. Damon couldn't do anything about it. Holke was there. She gets knocked down and score. Back for the Pioneers. 4 serving 8. Markward in the back row, good job. And then they were setting it up, and it landed. I don't know if there was miscommunication, but the ball hit the floor. Point for the Pioneers. Mentioned the Pioneers are 6-6 on the season with the win last night at Sherrard. And Sherrard is having a very successful season. Alleman on the serve. Markward receives. Left side Moore. Moore just over the outset hands, and that was, I'll tell you, she's pretty tall over there. That's Emily Pulich. Ball dropped right behind them. 9-5 Devils as they get the side out. Substitution coming in for the Devils. And that brings in Avery Lubeck. Lubeck will serve. Avery serve to the middle of the court. Off the right side. Lubeck, good job on the dig. And on the left side, Farlow tries to go over, hits the antenna. That's out of play. And that will be a point on the other side for Alleman. Yeah, we mentioned the activities with the rain in town. Tennis in Hannibal was no. And then also they moved the soccer to tomorrow night as well for the boys. Alleman with the serve. Good job there by Bundy getting that one. And then Moore sets it in, but it's out on the back row. Good job by the Devils on this side to keep that ball alive. 7-9, keeping it close. Holke back to serve. All the way back, just beyond the basketball court, as most girls do these days with their serve, and a good serve there. Lubeck could not get it in play with the receive. That's another point there for the Pioneers. 8-9 Pioneers. 8-9 Pioneers down by 1. Holke with that bright pink, fluorescent pink shoes. In on the back, just barely. Girls thought it was out for the Blue Devils. We didn't get all the way that deep on our shot because we figured that ball was out too. Caught the back line. Nice. I guess Holke had a little bit of topspin on that one. Megan to serve again. 9-9 tied up here in the first set of tonight's match. Devils get it and put it in play. Back to Alleman. Right side. Tipped by the Devils. That will be a point. Farlow and Bunty were up there in the front with the tip. And with that lead change, 10-9 now Alleman. A timeout by the Blue Devils. We'll take a timeout. Back with more Blue Devil volleyball right here on megasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back during the timeout here, taken by the Blue Devils, down 10-9 in the first. Also telling you, don't forget, Club 4 Volleyball. If you want to improve your game, or if you're part of the Gen Z, the new generation they've got out there going on, kindergarten to fourth grade, I believe. I'll double check my numbers on that. That's Club Volleyball, Club 4 Volleyball, club4volleyball.com. We'll give that to you again here. Back to action here. Holke to serve again after the timeout. And net and out, so there you go. Good timeout on that one. Devils get the point, get the serve back. Knutsen's out, Bunty's out. In, number 8, Kennedy Gieselman. Moore also back in. 10-10. Gieselman gets it over to the right side. Good job on the back by Gieselman. Moore with a good drive. Good receive on the other side. Lubeck in the back to the front. Oh, power off the top of the net by Luce. And caught in the net by Alleman. Devils get the point. Gieselman back. Kennedy reminds me, too, to make sure I get her right, as earlier in the season, I guess, she had a great dig, and I gave it to Madeline Hamby. Sorry about that, Kennedy. Gieselman to serve. Devils up 11-10. Good serve on the drop. The ace there for Gieselman. Devils up 12-10. And in between the match, we'll talk about the other things that had happened. Golf was yesterday for the Western Big Six. We'll tell you how the two teams did. Gieselman, the serve. In on the back row. Kennedy with another ace, 2 in a row. Back to play, 13-10. Devils with the lead. Gieselman again. Gets it over. A free one for the Devils. In front. Damon to set. Loose with the kill. Good job, Madison. Great set there by Damon. 14-10. Devils with the lead. And the serve still. Gieselman, nice job on the serve. Alleman in play. Hit from the back. Good job by Lubeck. Right side hit. Moore straight down. Good job. Elena Moore for the kill. Devils up for 15-10 in the first, as I did mention too. Both the freshman and JV 1 and 2 sets right before this one. Giesemann on a roll here, up 15-10. In Alleman's side. Oh, Lubeck was ready. Damon, though, got a hand on it. And on the far side, Farlow just can't get up to it. Went to make the touch shot, didn't go. Bunty comes back in, Knudsen. Giesemann checking out, as well as, well, no, Bunty checks out. Moore stays in. Far side for Alleman on the serve. Lubeck on the receive. Damon sets it up for Moore. Moore, oh, good defense on the far side. Trying to check who that was up front. It was Ashley Wood with the block up front for Alleman. Alleman gets the point. 12-15. Serving, number 31, which I did not have a 31 in there. I'm going to have to double check it. Didn't go over. There it is. 10 and 31. Margot Glacken, and serves into the net. Devils with the score. Madeline Hamby back in. Jada Brown. Moore checks out, as well as Damon. And Madeline Hamby goes back to serve. 16-12. Devils with the lead. Hamby across. Good job. Dinked onto our side. In front. Whoa! Good kill there. Right up in front. Had to wait for the call. That was loose again. Nice set as well. (17-12). Devils with the lead. Hamby back in the middle of the court. Free throw lane for her. Here's the serve. Alleman goes right side. Good block over there. Loose and Farlow. Comes back to the left side. Brown was there for the block. Good job, Jada Brown. Blocks on the left and the right side. Devils with a score. Timeout taken by Alleman. We'll take a timeout too. Come back with more Quincy High Volleyball, Western Big Six style, right here on megasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back here at Quincy High. Of course, that was Jeff Kahn and the Kunis Honda Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. Out of the timeout, Devils lead 18-12. Hamby still serving. Front row, Jada Brown, Farlow, and Luce. Knudsen, Rome in the front, Lubeck at the back line. And an ace by Hamby. As we mentioned before the match tonight, Hamby got an award for 500 assists. Nice job. It was reminded how many Eaton had across town a few years ago. 19-12 first. Hamby to serve. Farlow is out. I'll double check, but I think Moore's back in. And another ace. Kennedy Gieselman had a few points in a row. Now we've got Hamby going on a little bit of a run here. 20-12. Hamby to serve for the Devils. Into the net. 20-13. Substitution on the far side for Alleman. Charlotte Meskin comes back in, number 13. Alleman to serve. Receiving Lubeck on this side. Hamby comes across. That time Gwen Zwick, who's in the match. Tip at the front, Knudsen saves. Hamby serves. Lubeck from back. Just didn't get on the top of it. Out back. No steakhouse here. 14-12. 20. Devils still with the lead. Alleman still with the serve. And out. Everybody looked, all the officials looked at each other first. Devils with a point, 21-14. Substitution. Markward back in. Farlow takes a seat. And back to serve. Glenswick. Gwen wears number 5. Gwen's serve is in the front. Oh, and it tried a quick one and did. Good kill up front. It was Delaney Orendorf. Devils just couldn't reach that one. It was just outside of their reach. The double reach on that one. Back to serve, trying to see that green on black. It is out. Devils will score 22-17. Substitution, loose out. Bunty in. Bunty, Markwart, Brown up front. Back to Zwick and Hamby and serving Knutson. Leah with the serve. Good job. Set on the other side. Good block up front. Markwart was there, never made it over. Markwart and Bunty, check that. Yeah, Bunty were both there. Devils lead 23-15. Knutson still to serve. And an ace. Tell you, in this first match, the Devils probably about 4 or 5 aces, all in the last 10 points. Set point right here. Knutson back at the left. Leah to serve. Oh, a good job on the other side. But Brown's right there at the net. And the Devils win the first one. 25-15 for the victory. Good job by the Devils. Got the first, have one more to go. And as I just mentioned, that last QHS ad, by the way, belated happy birthday to Jason Buxman, as that was yesterday, as we were not able to get on last night. So I'll give you a happy belated birthday, Jason Buxman. And after one set, 25-15, back with more Quincy High Blue Devil volleyball, Western Big Six style, right here on mechasportsco.com.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And welcome back to Quincy High School. Quincy wins the first one there, 25-15. I'll tell you, I better go ahead and screen up there as our fans right in front are standing up. So, by the way, that was Diane Glob's back of her head, if you wanted to know there. So, Devils win 25-15 in the first one. As we mentioned a little earlier, action going around tonight. Moline Geneseo is the big matchup there. Galesburg hosting Sterling, Rocky with East Moline. And a bunch of action again on Thursday night. As we come back here and I spin around as everybody is sat down, Devils will serve and start the second one off. I will change my scoreboard there, folks. So just a second here as Madeline Hamby goes to start the serve. Hamby's first one in the net. First point of the match goes over to Alleman. All right, we're back to action now. Alleman to serve. Up 1-0. Down 0-1 in sets. Now up 2-0 on the serve. Number 28 is serving for Alleman right now. Check my double numbers again. Lillian Hennis on the serve. Into the net on that one. Back to the Devils, 2-2. Check that 2-1. Devils will be serving 1-2. Farlow back to serve for the Devils. Alyssa in play. And the pass up front, up to the net. No one could get it for the Pioneers. We are knotted up 2-2. This is homecoming week, by the way, at Quincy. Farlow missed the serve there for you, sorry. It's in play, though. You saw the finished product. Good tip up front. It's out, though, or called out. But a good job there. Are they going to replay it? Delaney Orendorf thought we had the point. And instead it will go to the Blue Devils. So I'm not sure here. I was trying to watch the officials to see what was going on. Farlow will serve. Devils will be up 3-2. Pioneers from the left side didn't get over the net. Looked like a block, though. Luce and Brown were both there. Either way, the Devils will get a score. It'll be 4-2. And Farlow will go back to serve again. Farlow to go serve. Good job by Alyssa. Good block on the far side. Mark work. Ball never got back over. Devils with another score. Farlow back to serve. Devils up 5-2. Into the front. Short. Touched by the Devils, though. Hamby was right back there to pick it up. Brown from the right side. Whoa, and good job on the dig, but it came out in front of the scoring table. Winking thought he was going to stand up and spike that in his glory days. Devils up 6-2. Farlow still serving. And touching the net, Alleman, Devils 6-2. Good fans out here tonight. The Schmidts came out tonight and joined us. Yeah, Grace Ann's parents, by the way, if you want to know. And, of course, Grace Ann played with Kate Brown back in the day, and we're good friends. So, oh, and a great one there by Farlow, the let's serve and the point. Many days, many years ago with St. James and the CYO days for the Schmidts. And here's the serve by Farlow. In on the back line. Alleman thought it was going to be out, let it go. And a timeout taken. Devils are up 9-2. Alleman takes the timeout. We'll take one too. Back with more on mechasportsco.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
Back here at Quincy High, waiting for the timeout to finish. We talked about that golf, and they're not going to give me enough time to get that one in here. I'll talk more about the Western Big Six matchups yesterday. Let you know how the Devils and the Devils from the girls' side did. Farlow with the serve now. Devils up 9-2. In play. Short, but a good save on the far side. I think that was Orndorff. Brown. Good kill. Hamby gets the assist. Jada was off just a little bit of Moline, so played her as a reserve role last game, coming off the bench. Back in the starting lineup tonight, and she had some kills last night in that third set as well. Substitution on the far side. Into the match, Rachel Doppler for the Pioneers. Farlow on the back, serving. Devils up 10-2. Mike Llewellyn says, go Blue Devils. Mike's on location tonight as he is at the pit, ready for that Hannibal Pirate QND game match at 7 o'clock tonight. Up in front, free ball for the Devils. Hamby sets it in front. Oh, and it's down. Give that one to Luce. The girls were messing with me, too. They both have buns in tonight. It was ponytails that used to cover their numbers. Now we've got the buns. And then they do the switch on me as well. Farlow serving up 11-2. Good job by Alyssa. Ball comes up on the left. Block out here, but it was wide. Devils score. Wall was set up on this side. Gwen Zwick will come in. Mark will come out. Farlow continues to serve. 12-2. Alyssa with the serve. Front. Block in the front. Brown and Reluce were there. Off to the left side. Down the line, but was it touched? It was out. Point goes over to Alleman on the side out. Substitution on the far side for Alleman. In will be Izzy Snyder. And Izzy will head back to serve for Alleman, down 3-12. Also into the match, number 2 back in there. That's Megan Hulke. Good serve. Devils, though, in play. Loose. Whoa, nice job in the back row for Alleman. Brown tips it over. Alleman has a free one. Alleman's going to work the left side. And works it deep. Little long. Hulke wasn't sure, but it was long. But a nice hit on the side for Megan Hulke for the Pioneers. Devils still 13-3 with the lead. Substitution, Luce is out. I'll check my sub in a second. Oh, Leah Knutsen's in. Leah will serve. And Leah's into the net. Devils have been serving well in this one tonight. Multiple aces in that first set. That was in the net. Lonnie Orendorf back on the back. Ready to serve for the Pioneers. I think we almost had a double hit there. And a good job on the left side as Bunty gets the tip on the kill. Devils up 14-4. Substitutions now. In for the Devils. Kristen Damon back in, number 6. And now Edie Campbell will check in. Edie started the last match. The senior, number 12. Had a couple good key kills. And I believe that might have been at Moline, if I remember right. Trying to put the matches together. Damon will be serving for the Devils. Hulke sets it up on the far side. Devils with a good block at the net. Back to the right side, Knutsen. But it goes over for a free ball. Leah tries to get an arm out on it. Farlow slides off the court, trying to save it. Heads back over to the Pioneers. 5-14. 5 serving 14 there. Devils back to receive. Farlow with the receive. Oh, and a great set and a great kill by Bunty. Lena with the kill on that one. 15-5. We keep working in increments of up 10. In the match for the first time, number 44, Jillian Hoffman. Devils to serve. Zwick. Good serve, good dig on the far side, a reception. And the spike off the left side, a little bit too hard. Devils with the point. Substitution for the Pioneers. In the match will be number 12, McKenna Larson checking in. Pioneers trying to get as many girls in as possible at this point. 16-5, in the second set. Devils won the first set. Up to the front. Pioneers do get it over. Oh, and just at the top of the net, Damon made contact with the net and made a double hit. Oh, that'll be a score over on the other side of the Pioneers. Hulke to go back to serve, also checking in. Number 9, Ashley Wood. On the other side, Zwick checks out. Got to check who checked back in. I'll give you our lineup in a second here. Pioneers, Knutsen, good job there on the reception. Oh, and a good power there. Edie Campbell with the score on that one. Good set as well. 17-6. Devils with the lead. Knutsen comes out, so does Bunty. Back to serve. Kennedy Gieselman. Lubeck on the back with her. Damon also in to set. And in the front row, Luce, Campbell, and Farlow, the score right there. Substitution coming now in number 9, Izzy Wingirter. Farlow will check out. Devils up 18-6. Gieselman still to serve. Had a good run in that first match. Hamby followed up with another good run on the service line. And that's a good one there. Off the Pioneers, out of play, score the Devils with another point. Gieselman back to serve. 19 serving 6, excuse me. Alleman will take those extra 10 points. Hockey from the back. Attack, but Gieselman on the backside with the dig. Pioneers, though, get the ball as the Devils can't get it up front. Substitution there for the Pioneers. McKenna Larson back to serve for the Pioneers. 7 serving 19. And into the net, free one for the Devils. Stay tuned after the ball game, too, or after the match, because we will have Coach up for the coach's comments, brought to you by QHS Auto. We'll also have the Pepsi plays or players of the game in that post game as well. Substitutions coming in. Dana Breckenkamp, the freshman, to serve now. Watching her a little bit in the JV match. Had a couple good kills. Good touch up there by Orendorf. Orendorf right here in front of your living room with the soft touch to the left side of the, or actually right side of their block. 8 serving 20. Substitutions for Alleman. And one of the substitutions will be Lillian Hennis. She'll go back and serve. Pioneers down 8-20. Good serve, but Lubeck gets up to the front. Oh, and that's a kill. Loose with a great kill, and Breckenkamp with a great set on that one. That was sweet from the freshman to the senior. Lubeck comes out. Back in the match will be Gwen Zwick. Izzy Wingert to serve. Devils up 21-8 here in the second set. Wingert in play. Oh, and up for the net. Going up to smash it down was Luce. And on the other side was Orendorf. Luce got the better of it. It hit the top of the net. Point for the Devils. Zwick to serve again. Again, I can't push the remote at the server. It's got to go to the camera. Gotta love that, folks, if you were here. Good block up front. You had Luce and Brown. Knutson sets it front. Luce, the nice touch there. Timing goes up. Luce was up and didn't have a good attack. And she went with a soft little dink, as I call it. And the push score is 23-8. Izzy Wingert still serving. Alleman comes to the left side. Knutson in the back. Good job. Set from this side. Brown goes across. Luce had it at the net. It ran down the line. Pioneers are there, and the block is there as well. Luce up front, as well as Zwick for the block for the Devils. And we are at match point right now, folks. 24-8. Serving Izzy Wingert for the match. Wingert serve. Good job. Pioneers get it in play. Touched at the net. Wingert gets it set up. Off the left side, Zwick with the power. Comes back to Zwick. She resets it. Right in front to Luce. And just out off the side, or the near side. It goes over to Alleman. Good set. Good attack. Still match point for the Devils for the next 15 points plus, as it's 9-24. In the serve for Alleman. Devils get it in play. Oh, and right at the net. Had her hands up was Breckenkamp. And the tip on the far side, she didn't see it coming down right by her. Alleman gets a score. Served by Alleman. Good job off the backside. Up front. Oh, just after Luce hitting the block, it was right on the net and almost just stopped. Up front to the left side. Pushed to the back. Alleman gets it. Alleman sets it up in the middle. Orendorf. And Orendorf gets it down. Wingert couldn't get there in time. Got some height with Orendorf in the front. 11 serving 24. Alleman with the serve. And out, and that is it. Devils win in two. 25-11, 20 or 25-15, 25-11, and the Devils improved to 14-0 in the conference, 7-0 for the first round. So the Devils will be undefeated in the first round, and they'll wait for a second as they do not have a match on Thursday. East Moline and Quincy played the first match before everyone else did, so they have a bye on Thursday. And on Thursday night then, the rest of the conference, which will be Geneseo hosting Rocky. Rocky's playing some pretty good volleyball, too. Moline will host Galesburg, and Sterling Alleman will be the matchup at the end of the night there, too. And speaking of that Galesburg-Sterling game, that's the battle for the bottom there, and both those teams are pretty good as they played well. Galesburg gave us a tough one here, but the Devils bounce back with a two-set victory, 25-15, 25-11. We'll take a quick break, return with a wrap-up here. We'll also talk to Coach, and we'll also bring up that volleyball stuff right after this break. You've been watching Quincy High Blue Devil Volleyball right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
This game is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co. You can find us at mechasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@mechasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/mechasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecha Sports Co.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And we are back here in the post game. Of course, Devils win 2 here, stay undefeated. As we were just talking, Amy Kinsel, she had to shoot us a message to say, hey, I heard the Schmitz name on there. Yes, you did. Thanks, Amy. You know what I mean. All right, a great job here. Let me get to the golf before Coach sneaks up here on me, and I don't get to mention golf. As yesterday, the Western Big Six was being played. Quincy Country Club for the boys. The boys went out there, and they got second place. Hunter St. Clair, first team Western Big Six. Moline wins, and Greer Peters wins the medalist on the night. Now, on the girls' side, they played at Sauckie up at Rock Island. First place for the Blue Devil girls. Congratulations. Of course, first place individually was Haley Robertson from Moline. But placing third, Alexa Mosley, first team Western Big Six. Sophie Sluter, fifth place, first team Western Big Six. Dia Nanjapi, she had second team. Bella Struck, Libby Napide, and Heidi Zanger. That wraps out the team. Second place, Western Big Six, and they'll get ready to, of course, head for the postseason. It's right here, and we did mention earlier that volleyball at Hannibal, check that, tennis at Hannibal was canceled because of the weather. Also, soccer for the men was canceled against Moline. It will be played tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at Flint Stadium as well. And don't forget football. It's homecoming. And on Friday night, of course, the parade will be Thursday night. Check your calendar there. Friday night, Moline here at 7 p.m. as the Blue Devils continue their Western Big Six run of 17 consecutive victories, I believe it is. So good job out there. And, of course, tonight we're waiting for that score, but we won't get it because it'll start off Hannibal at Notre Dame. Great matchup there. Hannibal, of course, bringing in their 11-0-1 record against Notre Dame, 11-4. Next Monday, the Blue Devils will be in Hannibal to take on Jason Leindecker's squad, playing a young, fast-paced game down there. And then on Monday, October 20th, we'll be at the Pit as the Blue Devils will take on QND in that matchup as well. And I think we're going to get a chance to watch QND on Thursday. yours truly is just insane trying to get the equipment worked on and trying to get as many matches as possible. We're going to go up to Illini West. Mike Llewellyn is available, so Llewellyn and I are going to run up to Illini West and catch the QND Illini West matchup on Thursday. That way we have a good look at them before we head out to the pit later this season. So give us a chance, and we'll check Hannibal's schedule. Plus, we'll check some other schedules out there. I know anytime we can get some games in there, we will do that because, again, volleyball is king. Coach is up here, of course, saying hi to the Schmidts, which is always kind of cool. They were, as we mentioned, Grace Ann played way back, sorry about that, Coach, as they weren't that far back. But a good match tonight, 25-15, 25-11. Devils did a good job, and not as many errors as they had the other night. And Coach don't want me talking about that, but we'll throw one in here in a second. So, and joining me, Coach Brown, congratulations. Looked a little different than last night.
It did. Thank you.
and that's a good thing, too.
Yeah.
And, of course, I had told you before I started, the girls and I saw that I didn't change tonight, and I was wearing maroon. And I said, that's because you guys played so well at Wharton. I figured this might give you that intensity to get back after.
Oh, that's great. I bet they love that.
Now, you don't want me wearing that all season long. Obviously, not when they come down here either.
Exactly.
Little transition. Of course, you had Jada Brown back in the starting lineup tonight. Boy, in that first one, we had Gieselman and Hamby doing a nice job of serves. You know, we talked about the other night, which we're not going to talk about the errors, but as I snuck that one in there.
I don't want to go back to that night.
But what a nice job there, and a great job at the net as well.
Yes. We talked about, like, how last night happened, and we're just going to move on from that. And you can't let last night define who we are as a team, but we can respond to that and how that's going to define us more than the game itself that we played. So they came out. And I think we made another great step in a positive direction that we're excited about.
Well, you know, and again, Jacksonville was roughly around 500. Good little scrappy ball team. That was actually from a couple of coaches watching and said scrappy. But their coach had told you afterwards they played their best match of the year.
Yeah, I said, man, you got a squad. Like, that was really fun. They were all over the place. They were picking up things that we were expecting to fall. And I think that was something we struggled with as a team. And they even said it in the locker room, like, normally those balls fall and we just didn't know what to do. And, you know, like, that's going to go back into practice and what we're going to do for a game plan as far as, like, how are we going to work those things out so that we're ready for those games. But he said that's the best he's ever seen him play all season. And I was like, that's what people are going to bring. You know, they're hungry to come at us. We had a target on our back. We're 14-0 now, first in the conference. So, yeah, everybody wants to take that.
And again, you moved up to 8th in the rankings as well. And with that target out there, and Jacksonville that's a good little team. They're playing in the Central State 8, so they've had some good matches. They took Notre Dame to 3 matches as well. But the nice thing is, first round of the Western Big Six, and we're undefeated 7-0.
Yes, and that's what they just said. Hey, first round's over. And I was like, okay, but second round's going to be tougher. Like, we've got to have that grind, that grit that we've had all season to finish these games, but we got to come out early and strong.
All right, what'd you like tonight, and what were some of the key spots that you liked or key players that you thought did a nice job tonight?
Our serve receive was 10 times better than it was last night. Being able to run that serve receive offense that we work on all the time. We couldn't do that last night. Everything was in front or behind the 10-foot line. It wasn't up in the front area that we could run things, so that was a positive. Our serves were much better tonight, as you already talked about, and we were able to perform some swings, actually getting some swings around a block instead of trying to hope that it's going to fall and go through it. So lots of great things all around. I loved being able to get everybody in. That's one of my favorite things, knowing that we can all gel together to finish the game, knowing it doesn't matter who's on the court.
And that's what I was going to mention. We saw Zwick in there, and Izzy Wingirter served at the very end, some girls that we don't see normally. And I tell you, up at the front, it was fun to watch the freshman Breckenkamp.
Yes.
There was a nice set, but then the one where she was sitting waiting for the ball, and it almost hit her in the head because she didn't realize it was coming over.
Yeah, I think at junior high they were taught, like, she can't jump in the front row because she's in back row settings, so she can't jump, but she was able to try and get a hand on the ball. But the net's a little higher these days, so at the high school level, and we'll work on that for sure and what she can do instead of that. But getting her in, I believe that was her first assist as in the varsity lineup. She's played a few here and there, but I believe that was her first assist, so that was really exciting.
Mark that down in your calendar, and we'll see how she is 4 years. Of course, we honored Madeline Hamby beforehand. She hit her 500th assist the other night. And so she was pretty proud of that. So you had a nice little quick ceremony beforehand?
Yes, very proud of her. She's been starting basically since her sophomore year, but constantly running a 6.2. So being able to get 500 career assists is kind of a big deal when you're not in all the time. If she were to be playing a 5.1, she would definitely have way more, obviously. So it's a big milestone for her.
Awesome. And I think we have another 500 coming up soon. and that might be kills, and we're not getting ahead of ourselves because she's up there. Luce, the senior,
Yeah.
is doing it, and I think she's knocking on the door pretty soon.
Yeah, she's really close. I think she'll get there for sure. She's been a very consistent player for us. Last night, she knew, like, hey, it wasn't our night for her to swing, and that was a struggle. But I told her, I gave her a goal. I was like, all I want you to do is block a ball tonight. Like, that's your only solo job, and she did it. She came out with 4 blocks, did great. Sometimes you just got to give them a small goal if they're struggling in something else and kind of minimize that.
Awesome. And, of course, we got a little break here. But, boy, we got some work to do because Monday night we got to be on all cylinders. We got a very fast-paced young team down in Hannibal, and so should be a good one. I know Leindecker's loving it, and he's, of course, out at Notre Dame. We'll get an update here from Luke Cullen. We might have time to get out there because they didn't start till almost 7 o'clock.
All the girls are headed that way. They all already told me because we haven't played Hannibal and we haven't played Notre Dame yet. So they're going to go do their own scouting of their own. I'm going to let them do that. I'm just going to go home and enjoy this night.
Excellent. Well, I might head out that way there. And, of course, you got somebody to go home and check out, too. You know, that little, what is it, daughter? Yes.
Yeah, Hensley.
Right. I always have to wonder because Mom and Dad were here last night, Grandma and Grandpa, and he's always checking to say, where is she?
Oh, I know. He's always so worried. And, I have lots of eyes for her around the gym. I'm like, hey, can you just make sure she's in the gym or she's in the area? And I got lots of people looking out for her.
Before you know it, there'll be a day and she'll already be on the court.
I don't know. She's a dancer, man. She's a dance. She's not really into the whole, volleyball, basketball, soccer, softball thing. But
we don't have, we don't have halftime entertainment like the basketball games.
Right.
For dancers, I guess we could sneak them in between the first and second set.
We could try something new. Never wrong.
There
with
you
that,
go. Let's
right?
see it there. So, well, hey, great first round. 14-0, 7-0 in the conference. Enjoy that, and then we'll be ready for next Monday.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to see you.
All righty, and that's Coach Brown. Of course, her comments are brought to you by QHS Auto, the Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. We'll hear from them. And you heard Coach talking about our Pepsi plays or Pepsi players as well. So we'll hear from QHS and Pepsi and be back in the post-match game. Post-match instead of post-game. That's always tough for me to say. Right here on megasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
And back at Quincy High, Jeff Wellman as the Devils take care of the first round of the Western Big Six, beating Alleman 25-15, 25-11. A sweep all the way around as the freshmen won 25-12, 25-18, and the JV 25-22, 25-10. So 6-0 tonight. More importantly for the varsity, 14-0, 7-0 in the conference. We mentioned the other activity going on. Oh, by the way, try to catch out Madeline Hamby on Shuck on a Truck later this week if you'd like to. Tomorrow night, if you like volleyball and freshmen, the quad is here. Quincy High. They'll have Notre Dame and the Quincy High freshmen out there, so that's great there. And there was Coach Douglas's family running by us here. Basketball season will be here as well pretty soon. Hey, and by the way, I didn't have a chance up at Moline since we weren't able to run our ads or that. A night to dream big is coming up. It's going to be on Friday, November 7th, 5:30 to 11 o'clock at the Oakley Lindsay Center. Heidi Holzgraf, class of 2000, and Eric Luce, class of 2001, are your chair people. And, of course, you'll be honoring people like Dan Sherman, Les Fonza, Tom Burnett, and Clyde Bassett. Great individuals there. Michelle Kreider, my class of 78. Of course, I was across town. And you talk about the world-renowned international opera singer. Michelle Kreider, of course, she was at Culver Stockton when I was there, went to the University of Iowa. And then they'll have the big staff choice of who that winner is as well. So a lot of fun there. We'll be catching on all that. And we're going to take one more break, come back with a wrap here from Quincy High as the Blue Devils win 2-0 over Alleman on megasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long off-season.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide. Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
And back at Quincy High, we're the only ones here. Of course, the staff is out here as well. And I think Mr. Oliver got picked as one of the favorite teachers as well when he was out here. Take that, little brother Anthony. That's right, he said. So as we wrap up here, let me do some double checking for any other notes out here that I want to get out to you before we close out tonight. And that looks like it's it. If you like volleyball, follow us Thursday. Llewellyn and I, Harold will be up there at Illini West. We're going to go up and cover the Notre Dame Illini West game on Thursday night. I believe at 6 o'clock. I'll double check, but look on mechasportsco.com. And that's going to do it here. So I'm going to wrap it up here and get out of here as the Blue Devils with the victory. Now 14-0, 7-0 in the conference. They win tonight. And I knew I flipped my page, as I already said this about 4 times. 25-15, 25-11. Thank you so much for coming out. If you did come out, and if you're listening, we love it. And remember, you can always check us out here. Hit like, hit subscribe. That way you'll get alerts on when we're going to be doing stuff. And if you're an advertiser and you'd like to have your business out here in the Blue Devil or any of our volleyball that we are covering, just give us a call, look on the website, or hunt me down wherever I'm at. So I'm everywhere, folks. So the final here from Quincy High, 25. And I did it again, 15, 25-11. Blue Devils with the victory. And we're back next Monday for the Blue Devils as we travel to Hannibal against the Hannibal Pirates, undefeated coming in tonight against the Raiders. Thanks a lot. We had a lot of fun here, and we had a lot of fun. Thank you to the sponsors as well, as this has been Quincy High Blue Devil Volleyball, Western Big Six style, right here on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.